What's up, SheSells girlies? It's Tashi here, and of course I have my favorite Brookie with me. Today, it's a really special one because we're going to be talking about exactly what SheSells is, what we do, and the success stories, because let me tell you, there are many. So many. Let's get into it.
Well, we're celebrating today.
Are we always celebrating?
Yeah, that's being a remote closer. You just celebrate. Do you know, actually, okay, no, we're not talking about this right now, but I just have to say, when Scott and I were both remote closers, every single night we would be like, we have to celebrate our massive day. We have to celebrate this. We just hit a milestone. We just did this. We just did that. Like, that is life.
Yeah.
You end up going to fancy dinners
every
times a
night,
week.
literally. No, not even joking, guys. Seriously. Like, well, you spend money on things that you love, right?
That's it.
And so that's what SheSells has given the girls the avenue to do.
Fact check. Like, how many women we got right now?
So in the morning when I checked, it was 748. Now
it's 7. Well, I know.
760?
Yeah. Well, Sue love Sue.
We love her. Shout out Sue.
That she posted a thing being like, we did it. So it was definitely 750. That's the last time I looked.
Oh no, the last time I looked was 760.
760 incredible women from all over the world.
All over the world.
Cheers to that.
Oh, to women changing their lives.
To women changing their lives. Oh my God.
Okay, so tell me, like, because obviously you're the SheSells OG queenie, right? I'm that La Princesa that's come on board. But in your own words, what is SheSells? What do you do?
We help women transition out of their soul-destroying 9-to-5s and transition into remote sales. That's a really high-level overview of what we do.
Yep.
Within SheSells, this is where the magic happens. We teach you, we give you a skill set.
Yeah.
And this skill set can be leveraged in so many different ways. Like literally it can help you in your current role. It can help you in your relationship. It can help you in your family. It can help you like actually get what you want in terms of like watching a show or like it can even make you walk differently.
100%. Get that promotion at work, baby.
Yeah, like it's literally a skill set that you can have for life. And do you know over 50% of billionaires started in sales? I'm serious. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I 100% believe that.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you learn? Like the question isn't like, can I afford to do this? Like, is it for me? The question is like, why wouldn't you learn how to sell?
Can you afford not to learn how to sell?
Exactly right.
Especially in this digital world.
Exactly right. So like if all SheSells did was get you 5 new besties and a skill set that will literally change your life, is it worth it?
Yes. But that's not all that we do.
No, that's not even. That's literally just like on a high level what you will get from SheSells. You also get a freaking sick job.
Yeah.
Like you'll get an opportunity to earn 2, 3, 4 times what your salary can get you.
6x. 6x.
You know when I first met Tash, you've probably heard this story before, but you know what? I'm going to say it anyway. And this is one of the first times we met. It was actually the first time we met in person, was it not?
Probably.
Yeah, we were in Sydney. I came to Sydney
in person?
In person, yeah. I came to Sydney for it was like a catch up with some of our sales team.
Oh, it was a high level closer dinner.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah, it was. And we're sitting there, we're having a few drinks because that's what we do. And there was a few of us that wanted to have a boogie.
Yeah.
Duh. So we went out and had a boogie, and we went to this like really bougie cocktail bar.
Yep.
And Tashi, we're at this table, and there's like all these like
I know exactly
CEO
what you're gonna say.
men that like were kind of standing around, and Tashi was like, "Whoa, do you know that I earn more than the Prime Minister?" And they all just were like, "What?" And I just like that moment. That's when I fell in love with you.
Stop it.
Seriously, I was like, she is like, I can't. You're just like this amazing. Like you didn't even give a fuck.
No, I still don't. I still really don't.
I am more than the Prime Minister. What of it? And everyone was just like,
what does she do?
yeah, like exactly.
OnlyFans? No.
No, baby.
Only sells.
Only sales.
Only sales.
So yeah, she sells like it. We have the most amazing women. Like I honestly, like let's talk about. Okay, no, hang on. What else do we do?
Okay, wait a second. Because the one thing that I'm noticing, really the trend of 2025 is loneliness, right?
Yeah.
And now it's a little bit off topic, but I promise I'll bring it back. I'm noticing a lot of disconnect in this social media world, and it's only becoming more and more. And I feel that everyone who's watching or listening on the side of this screen, they understand we're being connected by technology, but at the same time, we're being disconnected. So people come into SheSells, they're like, great, I'm going to earn money, blah, blah. The thing that they fall in love with the most, and I'm literally getting goosebumps as I say this, it's the community of women who are supporting each other. It's finding your friends, it's finding your sisters and feeling like you belong.
Yeah.
So you can't put a price on that feeling.
You really can't. And you know what, Tash? Like let's even reminisce on our own entry points into sales. Like, you know, like my husband, he's amazing. Scott's amazing. But he also said to me, like, this is a scam, Brooke. So
I didn't know he said that to you.
Yeah, he said that to me. He said, this is a scam.
Wow.
Yep. And so
Look at him now.
oh God. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I paved the way. But what I'm saying is, like, your family and your friends don't need to understand because that prescription of where you're going belongs to you.
Oh, say that again.
Yeah. But what happens when you come into SheSells is you've got 760 women who have a similar prescription. They can see where you're headed. And that feels that like it's a sense of belongingness.
Can I just little caveat for today, because this is so relevant. This beautiful new girl who started, her name is Hannah. She's so sweet. Husband is so supportive. You know, she wants to create a better future for her and her family because she's not really making much money. She messaged me today and she was like, hey, I'm doing assignment 1 and it's her why. And so for a lot of people, they think, oh, that's so simple. She actually said to me, she goes, what does that mean?
Oh,
What does this mean? I said, your why is, why do you want a better future? And actually, a lot of women have told me that the vision, the why, when they get on a call with us, that's the first time that anyone has ever asked them, what do you want in life outside of the norm of what's expected of you? That's SheSells.
it's sad.
Right?
It really is. Because, like, I sit there and I'm all delulu and I'm, like, seeing me on private jets and shit. That's my norm.
You know,
That's my norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our norm.
I know.
Yeah.
But for these women that we are so lucky and honored to be able to speak to and serve, this is sometimes it's the first time that they actually get to visualize a life where they're not plugged into the matrix, where they have the time to walk their kids to school, when they have the time to bake some cookies in the middle of the day,
Just
where they
have a
have
bath or something.
Yeah.
Like, take time for them.
Exactly. They have the time. They don't have to ask for annual leave. They can take a holiday when they want. And not just an ordinary holiday that they got to save up for 5 years. A bougie fuck holiday.
Right. Imagine like going from, and not even imagine because this was us, imagine going from a workplace where you literally had to ask for time off that could be declined,
Oh,
right? To then like going all in for SheSells, studying your butt off, doing the role play, like showing up, doing the live coaching sessions, and then like so many women have, handing in your resignation letter. I remember that moment for me. And it was like, I had that resignation letter typed out 6 months before I resigned. Basically, as soon as I took the job, I was like,
did you edit the date or were they
I
like,
did.
okay?
I was like, let me just copy and paste that. Honestly, because as soon as I accepted it, I was like, okay, well, I know that this is just a stepping stone. I'm not going to be here for long.
Yeah.
Let's already have my resignation ready to go.
Yeah.
I found this remote sales thing, right? I was like, fuck it. What, $500,000 a year? No experience required.
What? This has got to be too good to be true.
No, that was not for me. I'm not made that way.
Yeah.
I've been really lucky to have been brought up in a family where I'm the only child, so it kind of makes sense. They're like, you can do whatever you want. Like, we've sacrificed enough that you've got, if you fail, like, you know that we're going to be here to pick you up. You're smart enough, Tash, to go and do something else.
And ambitious enough.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
I've got the drive. So I saw it and I was like, yes, I'm going to try. I've not got the experience, but I've got the personality and I've got the drive.
Charisma.
And I've got the charisma.
Riz.
I've got the riz and I
Yeah.
made it work. I made it work. And so if I can make it work, anyone else can make it work. It doesn't, this is the thing though. Okay, it might take you a month like it did for me. Literally, my first month I did 20,000, right? It's insane.
In your first month?
In my first month, never been a remote closer. But for
wild.
someone else, maybe it takes them 6 months, maybe 8, maybe 2. Maybe it takes them 12 months to hit that first 20K before they get comfortable and they've risen around and they're like, yeah, I'm holding the door open for their dreams. They've got it. But if I can do it, if you can do it, literally anyone can do it. It's saying yes to doing it and showing up.
Exactly. And that's what I always say. Like, you don't need to physically hold the fish. You only need to see the fish.
Yes.
So like all the girls in SheSells, I mean, we share success stories all the time.
Yep.
And for people coming in, you know, they're feeling really nervous. Change feels weird, uncomfortable. It's scary. You're literally shedding a skin. Like that's a process.
Year of the snake, baby.
They see all of the success and the wins around them, and they're like, that can be me. They're not questioning it anymore. It's not like, oh, I really want that to be me. They're like, that is going to be me.
I will say though, even that, today I've had a few conversations. Some people are still, and I get it, right? Because we live in a society where everyone's comparing themselves. All you see are people's highlight reels, right?
Yeah.
All you see of me on social media is like me in a freaking penthouse. Me, like that's not my 24/7. My 24/7 is incredible, don't get me wrong, but you're seeing the best point of my 24/7.
Yeah.
Right? Even though my base is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But we've got some girls in SheSells who they're showing up, but they're still comparing themselves to girls who've been there for 6 to 9 months who are killing it. Don't ever compare your timeline to someone else. Just keep focused on you. Know that the outcome is going to come for you. Just don't give up.
And that's a test, right? They're being tested right now. It's a test. And when you get tested, those ropes to your old life start to feel really heavy.
Heavy.
Those ropes to security, comfort, they start to feel heavy.
Yep.
So when you have a bad month, maybe it's a bad 2 months, you start going, oh, geez, that salary feels good.
Yeah, can I
That's
do
looking
this?
pretty juicy.
Yeah.
Can I do this? The doubts start to creep in. And let me just tell you something. Familiarity is not freedom.
Put that on a t-shirt. Familiarity is not freedom.
Yeah. So it might feel good in the moment when those doubts are creeping in and you're going, oh, God. But I know for a fact some of these women, I had also difficult conversations today. Some of these women, when they were in a 9 to 5, they were told that they're in a bunker for most of the day. They go to work, they switch off, they only can focus on work, and they come home and they're like, they're a shell of themselves.
Yeah.
And I think we easily forget that. We easily forget that, yeah, cool, maybe I had a bad month. Maybe I only made 4K this month. But would I trade that in for the life that I was living?
Where you were basically making the same amount of money, working more, and you hated it, and then you were stressing out and took that out on your kids and your husband.
That's it.
Why are we so quick to forget?
That's what I'm like. The highs feel so good and the lows can feel so low. But if you know that, then when you are experiencing a low, you can lean on your community, lean on the girls within SheSells. We are the most transparent humans.
Literally.
I couldn't be more transparent if I tried. I'm basically see-through.
I can't even see her right now. She's invisible.
I am an open book. You want to know about my sex life? I'll tell you about it. Like I am so transparent, and it took me dealing with a former member of SheSells to really lean into the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
Because I'm a destination seller. I'm the dream seller.
Yeah.
And she was right. She said to me, she's like, if you want some feedback, here it is. Like, you don't say how hard this is going to be enough. And I was like, you know what? You're fucking right. You're holding up a mirror to me right now.
Yep.
And since that point, I have never been anything other than transparent. Here's what a good day looks like.
Yeah.
Here's what a bad day looks like.
Yep.
Here's what a good month can feel like. Here's what a bad month can feel like.
Yeah.
That is the whole reason SheSells exists, to lean on your sisters. You have a bad month, lean on them, because someone in that community has felt exactly what you're feeling, has been in that seat that you're sitting in.
But I'm sorry as well, like, you've also, a skill of being a remote closer, and something that we coach about a lot in SheSells is the ability to zoom out.
Yeah.
Right? When you have a bad week, when you have a bad month, right, you have to zoom out. Some people may see a calendar full of reds and they're like, shit, I haven't sold anyone, right? I've had that before. I feel, what's up with me, right? It's not the lead, it's me. Okay, it's me. When I zoom out, I look at my month, shit, I've still made 15, 20,000 in a month, even though I've sold almost no one for 3 days.
Yeah. for a week.
For a week.
That's the thing. Life can turn around like that in remote sales. Like you might have a shitty 2 weeks and be like, oh, my life is over. I made $100. And the next 2 weeks you made 10 grand. Like one of our girls, like Lynelle, where you at? Like literally comment on this video. She made $17,000. No, wait, 17 or 13? 17?
15. It was 15 in the middle. 15 and 2.
It was somewhere around there in
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's 30 grand a month. Like, can we just talk about quickly, because I feel like she definitely needs to be mentioned. Jade. Like, let's just give a brief overview of her journey, because she just made X amount in a month, but I want you to take us back because you've known her longer than I've
sold
known
her.
Jade's amazing. Shout out Jade.
Jade, we love you. So, oh my God, I get emotional. Jade's gonna cry. I sat with Jade and her friend Grace.
Yeah.
They had a Zoom together. And this was like back in, like just when I went on the unemployables for the first time.
Yeah.
And they both very vulnerably shared, and I know Jade won't mind, she's an open book too, how much they were struggling. And I'm so impact driven. Like I am so heart led that I'm like, I know I can help these two women.
Yeah.
And so I gave them a discount. I was like, look, like I'm going to give you the price of a program split in 2 because I know you're going to be amazing.
So good.
I could see that, Tash. Like,
Yeah. You saw the vision.
Please guys, like you don't drop discounts. Like please don't, you don't do that. That's not a thing you do. But in this moment, it just felt right to me.
Yeah.
So I did it. I was like, you both can come in. You only have to pay for one program. Okay. They were like, oh my God, are you serious? I was so appreciative. They came in and Jade, she just got placed on an account that like is just, it's her.
It's her.
It's perfect for her. And in her first month, I
feel like we need a...
Okay, but also wait, before we even say that, she hasn't had an easy ride.
No, this is what I mean. Like, talk about that.
Yeah. So she came in, she went gun-ho, really hot, really fast, really hard.
Yeah.
Thinking that, cool, in 1 month, I'm going to be earning 20K a month, okay?
Quick. Yeah,
exactly. It's not like that. You're not owed anything just because you pay money to do this. Please know that. You got to put in the work, and your focus needs to be around how good can I get at this, not how much money I can make.
Oof, because this is supposed to be a long-term thing.
Yes, please know that, okay? So she hit a test within the first 4 weeks where she was like, oh my God, it's going to take me longer than what I thought. And then she dropped off for a bit. Gone. Like didn't hear from her for a while. She comes back. She's like, Brooke, shaken. Brooke, I've just handed in my resignation. I'm not going back to teaching next year. I feel sick, like I could throw up. Wow. And I was like, Jade, because I knew her circumstances. I was like, Jade, please, is that a good idea? Like I was literally like, I'm so fucking proud of you, but I'm also like, whoa, hang on a sec.
Right.
You're not even certified yet. You don't have a position lined up. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, where's this Jade coming from?
Yeah. And she's like, nope, I know. And I was like, all right, girl, well, fuck yeah. And so and like in this time as well, she's been so vulnerable. She was diagnosed with all these things. Like she's had a real ride.
Yeah, it's not been easy.
It's not been easy. And so like when we finally seen this, and like when I say I fucking batted for her,
You went to town, baby.
The elbow pads went on. The knee pads went on.
Every single base you hit it
I was like messaging this woman, this business owner, being like, do you know yet? Do you know? She was like, Brooke, I'm speaking to Andrew, like calm down. And I'm like, I just want to
tell me the news.
Anyway, in her first month.
I'm ready.
She didn't even I don't even think she did 10 hours of work. No, I know. It's wild, Tash. She basically sold every person she spoke to.
Holy shit.
So in her first month of remote sales, she made $10,000.
10 big ones.
Now
10 big ones.
She I mean like that's like quadruple what she was making as a teacher, as a casual teacher.
For less or maybe
less
the same
hours.
amount of hours.
She was like in the middle of the day, she was like, I'm like making banana muffins right now. And I was
she's
like,
a great baker.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great.
Check her out.
She's a great baker. So she's doing what she loves, which is her passion project of baking. but she's making money and supplementing for her family and now like just taking home.
Yeah, not just supplementing for her family, providing.
Ooh.
She made more than her husband.
Oof, we love a breadwinner.
Her husband, this is the most beautiful. Like, I do have a story of this on Instagram, so go and look at it, where she actually tells everybody, I just cleared 10K. And like, I asked her what her husband, because her husband's her biggest cheerleader. It's beautiful. And she reads out what he wrote to her. And it's just a beautiful moment that everyone in SheSells got to witness. But basically he was like, I'm so proud of you. Because he also told her like, babe, like, I don't know if this is right. Commission only scares the fuck out of me. Like, we have a house, we've got kids. Like, she's like, no, please, I've got this. And she just she got it.
And this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Do you know that was a wait list? This isn't even like a thing yet, fully.
Okay. So what Brooke just said shows me that the potential there is insane.
Oh, the business owner is a fucking boss.
Insane.
Yeah.
And she's so perfectly suited, but she's a success story. So again, casual teacher, no background in sales, right?
Yeah. None. Teacher.
Struggling to 4xing her income. So this is what I'm saying, ladies, like if I can do it, if Brooke can do it, if Jade can do it, if Lynelle can do it, do we just keep going?
Yeah. No. Let's talk about, remember, we're transparent. Let's talk about a non-success story, because I have one.
Okay,
and I want to talk about it. Okay, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't. I do.
Okay.
This changed me. I spoke about it earlier.
Okay.
A girl that came into the program.
Yeah.
She was another early sale.
Okay.
She came into the program off the back of what I did on the unemployables, and she had some really big goals.
Yeah.
She was like, in 3 months, I want to be on an account that's earning me $20K a month.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. No problems with that.
Yeah.
It was a month into the program, and she sent me a text message being like, hey, I need to speak to you urgently. It was a Sunday, by the way. And I was like, okay, like with no context, that immediately throws you into anxiety.
Of course.
So rung her. She's like, I need a full refund and I want my money back. And I was like, sorry,
What happened?
We just caught up yesterday. You gave me a bottle of wine and said you wanted to catch up with me and my husband. And like what? She's like, I just realized that this is going to take way longer than 3 months. And I'm like, but you've only done it for 1 month and like a week of that you went on a holiday. So you really have only done this for 3 weeks. Like, what do you mean? And this is also baby Brooke. I'm so passionate. I'm so passionate that I was starting to get mad because I was like, whoa, this doesn't even make sense. Like,
yeah. You want to help her.
Yeah, I was like, what are you drawing this from? She's like, I've spoken to other girls in the community. Like, we all think so now she was creating an us for like them versus me mentality. And I was like, well, I'm not giving you a refund. I was like, you've been in every single session. You've gone through the entire course. Like that's not reasonable. It's not reasonable for you to be like, hey, I want a refund. And like, I was so emotional because I was like, she's like, you need to be more transparent. You need to say the hard work. And that was the turning point for me. That's when I was like, right, I need to be more transparent around like the work that it takes. So like that was a non-success story. Like she's blocked me, like left, got a full refund. Like I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that experience. Yeah, it's a beautiful mirror. It was. Yeah. It's a beautiful mirror. It was like something that needed to happen for me to really like, in order for me to grow this and to get it to a place where I'm like, we got celebrating 750 women.
Amazing.
That wouldn't have happened unless that happened.
Right. But this is the funny thing about that story though, because I'm listening, but like there's a big part of my voice in there that's like, well, duh.
I know.
Like, of course it's going to be hard work. Like if you want to get rich quick scheme, please go sign up to an MLM and then don't make any money.
Yeah. But like, that's the thing. What am I going to say in them? Like there's a story, right? It's you've got to have the bacon wrapped in garlic. Okay. It's like, you can't like marketing. Like, have you ever seen a fucking Coke ad, like a Coca-Cola ad where like, it's like, this is so bad for you, you're going to die.
They're literally dancing on surfboards. They're like, this is amazing.
Like even a Red Bull ad. Like you that's not how it works. Like you sell the destination, you sell the dream. It's not a lie because we've done it.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Yeah.
It's not a lie, but you've got to be the exception. You've got to be the exception. If you want to do the work and you want to get so obsessed and like you like you're the exception.
Okay, so what's rolling in my head right now is literally a picture, because I'm a very visual person, as you know. That's like someone saying to me, hey, Tash, I want to run a 10K marathon. And I'm like, great. And they go, but I never want to once train.
Okay, I got another one, right? I'm selling you a trip to the Bahamas.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay. Right. Love that.
You're not in business though. You're in economy.
Okay.
And
right.
you're actually sitting next to people who really badly smell. And not only that, the toilet near you isn't working.
Oh,
and
no.
also the food that you pre-ordered, they're run out. There's also a crying baby right next to you.
Kicking my seat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to be told that, or do you want to be told that you're going to Bahamas?
I want to be told that I'm going to Bahamas.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the garlic part.
Yeah.
That comes after, babe. Like that doesn't come up front. It can't possibly. It doesn't make sense. Advertising is sexy. That's something we learn in fucking school.
It's true.
Like you're always going to be sold the dream.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets your attention.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear about the run out food, the crying baby, the stinky
no-shows.
person sitting next to you. Exactly. Like, come on. Like,
It's all a part of life though, right? It's the same. You go for this lucrative job, you do 4 years at university, you get a degree. No one tells you at the end when you know, what's that word? Graduate? I've been so long. I'm like, what is it called when you get that thing? When you grad the thing, you graduate university. No one tells you how fucking hard it's going to be to get a job that you then get paid $40,000 a year. No one said that to me.
Yeah.
No one fucking said that to me, and I felt gypped.
Yeah.
I felt gypped. So when I saw this thing of earn $400,000 a year, no experience needed, no degree needed, you can be a criminal, I was like, hey, fits my
You're
criteria.
going to be a criminal?
Well, we all know that I was arrested, right?
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I didn't even care about the hard work because I put the hard yards in at university. I did hours and hours of study, thesis writing, essays, putting up with shit people.
For what?
For what? I didn't get anything out of it. And then I got an entry-level media
And
job.
how much was your degree?
It was more than my entry-level job salary. And my entry-level job salary was $42,000 a year.
Okay.
Clown. Put clown makeup on me right now.
Babe, I've done it too.
We all have though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how can we be complaining about the hard work that comes with chasing a dream? We all do it on a daily basis. Once it's outside of the norm of what society expects of us.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, a non-success story because we're transparent.
Yeah.
There you go. There it is. It all ended on good term. We actually refunded her in full and like whatever, it's fine now.
Good for you, yeah.
It's just an example. Like you got to be the exception in anything. You want to lose weight? You're the exception, not the rule, babe.
Anything.
Literally anything. Like
Yeah.
you've got to know wholeheartedly that you will get success in this. And you'll do whatever it takes. Ali is another one. Did whatever it took. She did one-on-ones with me for months. She's been with me from the very beginning.
Yep.
She knew what it would take, and she did everything.
Yeah.
She got 3 young kids. She would put aside time. She would meet me when she was in Rottnest. She would meet me when she was down south on holidays. Didn't matter because she knew what it took.
Yeah.
She knew what it would take so that she didn't have to go back to her nursing job and work night shift.
Yeah. That's what you got to ask yourself. What are you willing to do? This is that consequence question that we ask all the time. What do you prefer? Because you get to choose your hard, right? Do you want to just keep complaining and stay in the same position? Because if you do, that's fine, but don't complain. That's where I get the shits. Don't complain. You choose that, you choose that.
Yeah.
If you want to do something that's outside of the norm, like remote closing, and be a success story, like all of our girls that we're seeing, oh, fucking hell, like Susan? How long Susan?
my God.
Susan, you've been in SheSells for what? 5 weeks?
Already placed.
She got
Certified placed.
offered a closing position and she's a killer because she was so stuck on the vision. She didn't care how many sessions, how much feedback, how many times she had to fail before she won.
I know. Oh man. Actually, Susan is she's an icon.
She's an icon.
I know she's probably not listening to this, but she's an icon.
We'll tell her to.
Yeah. She literally is up in my DMs all the time. Yes. Like she's disagreeing with things that I say in training sessions. That's what makes her the exception.
Yeah.
She's she's a critical thinker, that one. And she's going to be a fucking queen.
She already is a queen.
Yeah,
like,
she is. She's going to be a queen.
That's the thing. Like, choose the hard work and then don't complain. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
Because when you make that 10K like Jade, when you make that 15K in 2 weeks like Lynelle, when you make that 20, 35K like we do.
I mean, Mon. Let's talk about Mon too.
Which one?
Mon.
Which we have multiple ones that are succeeding.
Monica Field.
Okay, Mon F.
Like, queen.
Yeah.
She's been on an account. Like, she's not been loving her life. Let's be real. She's not been loving it.
Hey, growing pains.
Growing pains, exactly. But she's clearing 10K every month, working part-time.
Seriously.
Part-time.
Yeah.
She's still got her Mitre 10 job. I don't know why, Mon. I don't know why. But like...
Passion project.
I don't know. But like, Now I'm not even allowed to say who she's been placed with.
Yeah.
I'm not even allowed to say it. They've had to sign forms. So 2 of our girls have been placed with somebody who works with celebrities. Ooh. I'm not even allowed to say his freaking name.
That's amazing.
Well, I said he.
That's 50% of the population. It's
right.
Fine.
Okay. So SheSells, you want to get results, you work for it.
Can I just quickly also say, because I said which one, like beautiful Monica Williams is absolutely killing it. She's told me that like she looks up to us so much. We're her idols, which is so beautiful to have that.
Yeah.
She's moving to Bali next year. Yeah. Because she can. Because she can. Yeah.
Oh my God. She always posts stories of just like taking a midday walk because I can. It's like
she's moving.
It's not all about the money.
No, it's the time.
It's not all about
the flexibility.
The money. It's like, what would you pay to be able to do a load of washing in the middle of your day? Like, what would you pay to be able to have dinner organized so that you don't have to rush around after your 9 to 5 getting that sorted? Like, what would you pay not to sit in another day of traffic? Like, I get so passionate about this because I'm like, it's not the only way.
Yeah.
Like any single woman, any single man even for that matter, like anyone that just wants to live like life that's not so chaotic and hectic and normal.
Yeah.
Like this is for you.
Yeah. You want to be the artist of your life. You have to be willing to get that pen and paper out and draw that yourself.
Yeah.
No one's going to draw it for you. Actually, no, that's a lie. If you don't draw it, you can bet someone else is going to come and draw that for you.
Yeah,
you're
boss.
going to just have to put it out for you.
You're fucking boss.
And you're going to have to put up with it.
Exactly.
So
guys, sorry, no one can take a holiday this year because we're all hands on deck and we need everyone like, what?
do you know what I would do in that moment?
Quit. Bye. So, okay, wait. Let's talk about the nitty gritty parts of SheSells.
Yep.
So like we run 20, how many? 20
to 23 hours a week, depending if we have guest speakers, sometimes even up to 25.
I think it's like 26. 26 live hourly sessions per week.
26
Yeah.
per week. That's insane. I don't know any other coaching
No,
program that
it's
does
not.
that.
We are the only sales training organization in the world that offer, like, that gives you that. It's like, I always had this vision because I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always wanted to have a timetable where people could go, okay, cool. I need to focus on, based on my feedback that I've received, I need to focus on, like, being more empathetic, or I need to focus on problem, like discovery, whatever it is. And then they can look at the timetable and be like, cool, I'm going to go to these sessions. That's always what my vision was around this. And we've created that.
Yeah.
So 26 live sessions per week. Tash, how many do you do?
I do 5 to 7.
Yeah. I do 6. Yeah. Yeah. We've got Ali who does.
Seems like you're always on 24/7.
I know. Well, yeah.
You are.
We've got, and like, I'm not an absent leader. Like, I am so in the community, in your DMs. Like, I'm rooting for you. I'm doing everything I can. I hold that. I've made girls cry before, not because I've been mean, because I hold such a high standard. I can see the potential in them before they can see it in themselves.
I love that.
And so, like, I will test you and pull you and stretch you in all different directions, but it's to serve you.
Yep.
And it's because I see you. I see where you can be. You don't see it yet, but I do.
It's like that Avatar moment.
Remember what I said to you when you first started?
I see you.
Not at SheSells though. Where we used
at previous.
At
Rick. Tell everyone what you said to me.
You tell everyone.
I can't remember. I can't remember what I had for dinner last night.
I said to you, like, I want you to be better than me.
Oh. Yeah. See, as soon as you say it, I remember it specifically, and I remember how I felt in that moment as well. When you said that to me, I was like, is this real life? Is this a woman? Because I was so used to females tearing me down. Why are you thinking so big, Tash? Why are your goals so big? Why didn't you just marry a rich husband? Why don't you just do this? Why do you have to do that? You were like, I want you to be better than me. And I was like, do you mean that? She 100% meant it.
I 100%
and you
meant
still
it.
do.
And I mean it for every single girl in SheSells.
Exactly. 100%.
I'm like, I'm handing the baton to you. Here, take it. And if you're going to take it, though, this is what I expect of you.
Exactly.
So like women cry because they're just like, they're pulled and they're stretched. And that's a good thing. And I will continue to hold that standard, because I will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. That's the type of coach that I am. So if you vibe with that, book a call.
100%.
Like, I don't know if you listened to our last episode, but your life that you want is only one conversation away.
One hard conversation away.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a call with them, Brooke. I'd love to.
We'll book it in.
I see you.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up there because I mean, gosh, this is us. We just like
We're
to
rizzing.
talk. We're risen.
Risen.
Have a wonderful day, guys, and we hope you enjoyed that. Bye.
Bye.